Do. All right, hello everybody, come on in. Go get you a cup of coffee. Sometimes I feel like, what? I'm gonna tell y'all who I think got the woman in Arizona. As I thought about it more. And I got something else I'm gonna look up here. I'm gonna ask this AI. I got a question for AI. And I don't know the answer to it, but I'm gonna ask it here. Hello there, Myrtle. Hey, Larissa. Hey, Tina. Let me take it wider up, y'all. He usually asks me about, am I going to go live? So I'm going to text him. Hey, he might get it. He might not. Hello there, Tina. And Beer Ad, Georgia Granny, Teresa Ball. Hey, just like I was telling y'all, we done a live last night on Danny S. Hodges. And it turned out to be a success. How about that? So I told y'all I'd be doing that some. Hello there, baby. That's a good name. That's a good name, baby. Y'all, always a lot happening, Tammy's phone ringing. Mine ringing. And sometimes Tammy's rings more than mine does. And I can't stand the ringing phone. Especially the ringtone she's got on there now. So hello there, Joanne. And Shirley Nash, ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, Shirley? Hey, did I speak to you, Lori? If I didn't, I'm speaking to you now. Hello, Lori. And hello to everybody. Hey, there's Charles. There's Linda. I got a little bit more of an idea about the woman in Arizona. Because I've been thinking about it more. Hey there, Miss Carol. Hey, there's Jimmy. He was on my live last night on Danny S. How about that, yo? Hey, I was glad to have him too. Hey, there was a couple of guys in there last night talking to the women and stuff. Normal talking, y'all. Normal talking. They didn't know. They wasn't acting like it was no dating site. Y'all, let's see, where do I want to start at? The woman missing in Arizona. Hey, y'all, I've concentrated about it, with my eyes closed. And here's who I think it is. I don't think it's the family. What channel were you on? I was on Danny A.S. Hodges, my first original channel. I'm going to be doing lives there, Tina. Matter of fact, can one of y'all mods put the link in there for me? That Danny A.S. Hodges. I ain't got it where I can do it very easy. So see, you know, I know most of y'all know it, because I can tell by the amount of views I got on there last night. But whenever I put a video on this channel, like during the day, and see I'm fitting to be doing that more, then I'll go live on Danny S. to keep from messing the video up like I put on that day, you know. You don't really want to put a video on that day and then go live a few hours later, you know. It'll mess that video up. Because YouTube will just move right on, you know. So I'm waiting to see somebody put the link in there on that Danny S. Hodges. Hey there, Willow Catcher. Alright, so y'all know how the older women that, you know, that ain't got husbands, but they got girlfriends, you know. They go out and eat, you know. And, you know, I'm sure they go into rich places, you know, this particular woman. And I think somebody that works there, somebody in the background where they are being seen in public, and I might be out of line, but I do feel like it's you know, maybe it ain't somebody from the United States just sitting and watching. That's just, you know, it may not be right at all, but I don't think it's the family. And I don't think it's somebody that lives in another state that knows about that woman. I think it's somebody that sees that woman and knows she's got money. And I got some friends like that too, y'all. That's older women that go out in the public. You watch it. And you watch your telephone. You don't lay your telephone on the table. I was going to tell y'all something the other night, but I forgot to tell y'all. When I know it was during the 4th grade time, you know, because this is when it happened, you know. I had my mama give me a wedding band. And I put it on my finger and it fit. And I used to like rings and stuff. I might even still would, you know, if I had one. But, I was in the bathroom at school. And I was going to wash my hands. And I took that ring off and put it on the sink and washed my hands and forgot the ring. And my daddy had told me to always put it in your pocket. You know, laying your ring down on the sink is a bad habit. When you could just put it in your pocket. And when you sitting at a restaurant or anywhere, probably a good many of you lay your phone down on the table. And there's people out there, you know, it's best like to leave your phone in the car if you ain't at home. Don't be, you make a habit of not laying that phone down. Start today of making a habit not to lay your phone down. You know how you know how long it takes for somebody to walk over there and pick it up? And this right here is the way it is, y'all. If somebody come in your house and stole something, I'm talking about if they was a friend of yours and they took something and put it in their pocket, you tell the law, you call the law, they say, I ain't got it. I said, well, it was here before you come in. That don't prove nothing. It's gone. Like, just kind of be careful, you know. And then it's got a lot of the information on it too, you know. Mine don't. But a lot of people do, you know. Mine and Timmy's phone don't have no information on it. But it's like William told me one time, boy. When it's gone, it's gone. And you can't trust nobody to do right. Because I think there's a lot of people that will steal something. I think it's a lot of people. Ain't nobody got my link, so I'm going to go over there and get it. Oh, yeah, I already got it. I forgot I already got the link. I don't ever chat on this program. it ain't too good, you know. There's the link, y'all, to Danny S. Hodges. That's my first original channel. And I've already got some videos loaded up. Hey there, Lynn. I've already got some videos loaded up on Southern Ideas, you know. I just ain't turned them loose yet, you know. And there's a lot of people went over there and subscribed. There's a lot more that just watched it, you know, than subscribed, but that's a good many that subscribe. And I talked to Sister Kathy a while ago. She's in a predicament, you know. Okay, thank you, Tina. It don't really matter, you know, about people subbing that much. Liam Burns, did you go sub to that channel? Danny S. I'm not really doing it for more money, y'all. But if you put a video on this channel, it just won't do nothing, you know. If you sure are interesting. You are wise. Thank you, Miss Joanne. Yeah, I've seen a lot, you know. I've been around, you know. I've seen a lot. Not yet, but I sure will. Is that Bill Franks? No, I ain't making TV antennas no more. Somebody brought me one the other day, somebody right here in Dublin. And he wants me, okay, thank you, Lord. He wants me to redo his. I think all it needs is a new transformer on it. But man, it's one of the first ones, you know. And I ain't even looked at it. He just rung it over here and sat down and talked a while. Real nice fella. I didn't realize I had been quit making antennas. Cause he used to help me. He used to furnish some of the stuff for me. And he said he sold his company 5 years ago. And I didn't even know he quit. But yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on, y'all. What it is well, I got a video. You know the video I turned loose today on Tammy's channel where she was cooking the old time supper. I put the full video on Southern Ideas without it being edited, you know. And I know it ain't gonna be a big time video. But there's people that'll sit there patient and watch, and then there's people, that won't. But it's there. But I've been editing some videos and throwing away a lot of good stuff. Deleting it. A lot of good stuff. And I mean, there's some that you still ain't seen. I've got a reject video. Oh, and I mean, I don't even know if I still got it. I might have deleted it. And I don't even remember what it's of. I mean, I could figure out what it was of, but it's kind of a reject. It ain't good enough ain't really good enough for YouTube. Like all that video Tammy done. Loved her video, reminded me of my family breakfast. Hey, she done that video right by herself, yeah. She likes to clean up while I'm gone or asleep. And she likes to do her videos while I'm asleep too. But I mean, that was all her. That video was all her. She set them cameras up and everything. She doing it all. I woke up about halfway through it. She forgot about the TV being on. Or somewhere along the line, I didn't know she was making a video. Sometimes you go to sleep and wake up and you like think somebody turned your TV up. Yeah, there, Miss Pamela. Tammy done went to bed. Hey, that's why I'm on here. Tammy done went to bed. Yep, that Tammy's a good woman, boy. And see, like, I knew that a long time ago, y'all. I knew that a long time ago. When she was a little old skinny thing. She loved me. Man, she loved me. Still does. I never figured out why. Hey, alone. Yard men, pool maintenance, etc. take their pics and let them know what you are doing. Less personal contact is always best. A good owner of business will show no objection seeing photos to trusted family. So you see what I'm talking about, Alona. It can be a pool man. Or it can be somewhere where you go to the yacht club, where the rich women hang out. I mean, wherever they go with, it's rich women. That woman, wherever she's going, is first class. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know for sure. You might want to think about subscribing here. Tammy just may do her live on Southern Ideas. Know what I mean? And then if she does a live tomorrow, which tomorrow's grandma will be live tomorrow, so it'll be later on. We don't like to step on people's toes with the lives. And we don't want to step on Mama's toes neither. But I don't know what she's gonna do, y'all. I don't make her do nothing. But we've talked about it some. And then if it's a day when she don't feel like doing a video, she surely don't have to do one. Tammy does what she wants to do. And she buys what she wants to buy. Hell, I won't even know what she bought. Yeah, y'all just be careful out there. I see somebody still talking about it, but y'all just be careful out there, y'all. Go ahead and delete that, Helena. I read it. Go ahead and delete that. I don't like that word in capital letters there. It's a wonder you even got that put in there. Hey, I removed it. So I thought of a question to ask AI, y'all. I don't know what they're going to say, but I know the AI is real long-winded. How much does YouTube pay out in a year?
In 2025, YouTube's total revenue surpassed $60 billion for the first time. This includes both advertising revenue and its growing subscription services, YouTube Premium and YouTube TV. While YouTube doesn't always publicize the exact total payout amount to creators in a single number, we can break down where that money goes based on their standard revenue sharing models. How the $60 billion breaks down. YouTube operates on a revenue share model where the house takes a cut and the creator takes the rest. Revenue type: creator share, YouTube Google share. Long-form video ads, 55%.
How much did YouTube pay out to YouTube creators?
In 2025, YouTube announced a major financial milestone. The platform has paid out more than $100 billion to creators, artists, and media companies over the last 4 years combined. This marks a significant increase from the $70 billion.
You hear that, y'all? That's a lot of money for 3 million people, ain't it? What's that Mr. Beast y'all make? He makes 80 million. Let's see. think he makes $80 million a year. I looked at a video one time. It was showing the richest YouTubers. And almost all of them I never heard of. Yeah. That's right. You know, if you can get up to where you make $7,000 or $8,000 a month, son, you can party down now. And I know some people that does. 'Cause I used to, like, I really don't even need to know no more. But back when I was learning all this stuff, they showed their channel. There's one young guy. Hey, he make about $7,000 a month. And if you're going to get into it, you have to get into it right. How much did they say they paid out, y'all? How much did YouTube pay out to YouTube creators? I'm going to listen this time a little better.
As of 2026, the most recent official data shows that YouTube has paid out more than $100 billion to creators, artists, and media companies over the last 4 years combined. This milestone was announced in late 2025.
$100 billion. I thought it said $100 billion. Hey, it don't matter, y'all. I asked this thing right here one time, how many YouTubers was in the partner program. That's what they call it when you make money. The partner program. And it's about 3 million people. And I seen this man one time. He used to make these. Okay, Charles. I seen this man one time. He used to make these how-to YouTube videos. Not how to fix a water hose. It's all about YouTube. How to do this on YouTube. And he showed us how many views he was getting. He was getting 1.5 million views a day. And I seen him, hey, I wouldn't doubt that. But I mean, he's big time too, Pamela. I seen this man doing a seminar. And these people paid money to go listen to him. But he had the YouTube camera going, you know. And he wouldn't tell. He wouldn't tell what he wanted to tell the audience because he didn't want the YouTube people watching to know what he was going to say. I promise you, y'all, I know all the secrets. And I've been known a pretty good while. Still don't make it easy. And you ain't gonna do it on no lives. I can tell you that much. If you had a bunch of people coming in, I mean like 3,000 or 4,000 people coming in. If your channel was big enough, you had 3,000 or 4,000 people watching live, then you might be making some money. But you ain't gonna do very much with 100 people watching. Or 300 people. And it's just the way it's designed. You know, you have this right I couldn't ever get over, y'all. You have people wanting to do YouTube and they won't even have a tripod. And I was sitting there watching somebody one time. I'd done it many times, you know. But I was sitting there watching somebody trying to do something to a car motor. And he was holding that camera with one hand and had a wrench in the other hand. And I was trying to watch. He's shaking that camera. He's shaking that camera all around. I got another question for this thing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even finish watching, y'all. I hate to even say this right here, y'all. How much does TikTok pay out?
In 2025 and 2026, TikTok's payout structure is a bit more complex than YouTube's. While YouTube has a steady revenue share model, TikTok's payouts are split between several programs, ranging from a few cents to several dollars per 1,000 views. As of early 2026, TikTok is expected to generate roughly $44 billion in total ad revenue, but only a fraction of that is paid directly to creators through their internal programs. 1. The Direct Payout Creator Rewards Program. The Creator Rewards Program, which replaced the old Creator Fund, is the main way TikTok pays for views. Payout rate, RPM. Typically 40 cents to $1 per 1,000 qualified views. Comparison. This is a massive jump from the old Creator Fund, which paid only 2 cents to 4 cents. The catch. To get paid this higher rate, videos must be original and longer than 60 seconds. 2. TikTok Pulse. Ad revenue share.
Yeah, it's hard to work one-handed. Yeah, that double T, it is a little different, you know. They do stuff in tiers. I mean, kind of like tiers. So you always getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And not with necessarily more views. I mean, you don't necessarily have more views. Like Stephen was showing me, he has a core audience. And that is loyal to him. You can't hardly look at it and tell. Oh, I see that, Liam Burns. Original, yeah. And see, that's just the thing about it, Alona. This what I'm doing ain't very original, see. At home wife would be. Hi, Danny. Hi, everyone. Just noticed there was a live. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. Yes, ma'am. Glad to have you on board there. B. At home with B. I am finally feeling better, y'all. Finally feeling better. But there's quite a few of my videos. Kid Rock, hello, I sub to your channel. Been listening a few nights. You're pretty interesting. All right there, thank you, Kid Rock. Y'all know why, Coom, I can't do how-to YouTube videos? And I could. And it wouldn't be. Change this secret. Click this secret thing to get more views and all that. Son, I know what matters. And I have y'all made some videos. And when people hear my voice, see, y'all all know me. And y'all know that I'm not no fool. But people, whenever they hear my voice, that ain't never heard me, they automatically think I'm stupid. I mean, I would do more. And, when they used to sell the antennas, that I sold all over the United States. But soon it was Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. It's people that talk like me. You can go to these These people that live in Georgia, you can go to Texas and soon you right at home. Or Tennessee, and you right at home. Uh, and don't get me wrong, I sold everywhere, but I sold to these certain states over and over and over. But they was the one watching. Not a. I sold to New York, people in New York. But I mean, I sold a lot of antennas. But like, not as many as you would think. Sold them to somebody in Maine. Used to talk to him on the phone a little bit. Don't know what. Don't know what happens to everybody, y'all. I reckon time just slips away. I think word of mouth and emotional attachment to a creator is what attracts people. Yeah, but if you sound Southern, I'm telling you, it don't go good. I'm telling you, it don't go good. Hey, Danny, me and my wife watch you often, and your family is in our home daily. We are watching you in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hope you have a great night. Thank you, Jeffrey. That's Jeffrey and Kelly, y'all. How about that, y'all? We're getting some new people. And then, I stirred them people up on the Danny S. Hodges, too. Because them people know me, y'all. I love to listen to Southern people talk. Yeah, we don't even think nothing about it. Different parts of Texas have different accents. Everybody I talk to from Texas, hey, they sound just like people from Georgia. And that North Carolina, they got people that talk like us, but then they got people that talk a little more like Northerners. I was watching a man not too long ago, and he was telling me he's got a pretty big growing channel. And he told me that he talked with an accent like mine. He said, but he don't talk with an accent when he does his videos. And I know why too. I understand why. They be people talking about, I can't understand what they say. The hardest people I ever seen to understand what they saying is people from England. 'Cause I got friends in England. Yeah, we get YouTube stirred up. There's a bunch of them people, that on Danny S. Hodges. They don't even know that I'm over here on Southern Ideas. And then a lot of people here, they won't even know I'm on Danny S. They don't even know about Tammy. You from Minnesota? Hey. I know some people from Minnesota. Yeah, I like Kid Rock, They's like telling him, to Oklahoma. Yeah, there's a lot of people from Oklahoma that talk like we do. California people talk a little different too. Other than that Kid Rock, them bands and stuff, they go to other countries to play. And I take it that like Kentucky ain't a real good place for bands. And Kid Rock said, why do I want to go to another country? He said, I'm big in Kentucky. So Kentucky might be, might be a bad place for rock bands, but I don't think Kid Rock goes other places. Has Monique slipped in here? If she did, I didn't see her. You have to, if you're talking to Monique on the phone, you have to listen to her pretty careful. So if y'all hadn't seen Tammy's video I put out today, it's called Cooking Old Timers Supper or Dinner. She put it out today. It's like doing real good. Hey, Sandra. And hello to everybody in case I missed anybody. I'm from Birmingham, England. Well, buddy, I know quite a few people from England. And they don't all talk the same neither. But they all got, a little bit, but like some of them, I don't know what part they from, but like, it's hard to understand them, what they saying. Yeah, welcome everybody coming in. Yeah, want to welcome everybody, y'all. I get on here most of the time at night. I went and looked, make sure there wasn't nobody else on before I got on. And I'll tell y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now, and it's just me. But if somebody else jumps on the live while I'm live, I just get off, Or if I schedule a live and then they go live, I won't never, I'll just cancel it, But that's just me. I ain't speaking for Tammy. I'm speaking for me. I don't want to have two lives going at the same time with the same people. I just kind of funny like that. Hello there, Teresa. And it does happen. But it's something I thought about a little bit, I know Kid Rock, he went down to Walmart, it was in Tennessee, and paid everybody's layaway off. And then he went and done it the next year, Christmas layaway. He paid everybody's layaway off. Hey, me and Tammy, we used to do that layaway. We had to. And Tammy used to do the Christmas club. And I think she was wanting to, I think she was wanting to do that again, the Christmas club, but I don't think she ever did. The South were misunderstood during the Civil War. President Abe Lincoln truly understood your Southern accent, sir. Yeah. So y'all don't forget, I know these new people coming in all the time. Don't forget I'll be on Danny S. Hodges soon. My first original channel. Hello there, Sabrina. And y'all, I ain't just saying this. I like the name Sabrina. There's certain names I like. I like Sabrina for a name. When I say I like somebody's name, I really do. Did you know this, Miss Pamela Interest? But y'all, I'm ready to get out of the house though. So I think the first day is today I ain't had to take nothing for the headache. And I've been, man, been just taking stuff for the headache, all that. I've been just taking stuff. Tammy too. She didn't. She told me she wasn't gonna make the video. But she was telling me she didn't feel good. I said, well, baby, you ain't got to do no video if you don't want to. I said, I got videos of you in the oven on your channel. I could just put one of them up. And I do, y'all. I got a few in the oven on Tammy's channel. But she got in there and done it. It's been so dry here, I think it's made allergies kick up. But me and Tammy had a little something or other. I mean, it wasn't not, the worst thing in the world, but it gave you the headache and, the sinus stuff. But I mean, I guess it could have been that. But I was wanting to go out there this evening and film some and actually put it on this channel right here and didn't go live on Danny S, but I just didn't quite get going. Yeah, I sure started doing it today. I sure started to do that today. I just didn't quite feel up to it, you know. But I'm kind of ready to go now. Need to get up with Steven and see if he's wanting to do anything. Dammy, like why y'all women have so many doctor's appointments? y'all not have doctor's appointments like Tammy all the time? They love her, y'all. Yeah, I told you I knew somebody in Minnesota and they used to talk about the snow. I mean, it seemed like snow stayed on the ground in Minnesota all the time from to hear them talk. They moved down here. They moved down here because of the winter. Hey, thank you, Alona. Danny, you and Steven should do another music video. Well, I mean, he still does, Jimmy. He still does sing. Uh, I just ain't playing the drums, There was the truth is, y'all, is when we would do play the drums and all that, we would have quite a few people come in and watch live, but like they didn't care too much about it afterwards. But Steven still sings and stuff. We miss you, Hodge. Hey, yeah, I miss that too. I really do. I miss getting on there and acting the fool and all that. On there wearing sunglasses one night, showing my muscle. I do miss that, y'all. Yeah, hey, Bentley ain't been on them drums in a long time. Hey, Tammy had 4 doctor's appointments in a month sometimes. She goes to the chiropractor. I don't even know what all she does do. It's just another day. I know what you mean there, Kid Rock. I guess them women, they get used to going. I don't think they hate it like what we do, the men. Hey there, Diana. Diana, now we done been on an hour, and here you is coming in here after an hour. Hey, I hate going to the doctor. I don't think Tammy minds all that much. I tried to play the drums till my daddy said, "Girl, get off them drums. You and accident waiting for a place to happen. You know, when I first got them, I played them a pretty good bit, you know. And Tammy talking about going to bed. I said, all right, well, I'll get off. You know, she's working. I said, I'll get off. She said, no, them drums don't bother me. And I get in here on Sunday morning and I know all the songs she likes, you know. Now I'll get over there and play the drums and, you know, playing that music she likes. Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillows to cry on. I play all them songs she likes. I want to tell y'all something because somebody said something to me about it the other day on the phone. I don't micromanage Tammy. You know, I do remember I did say something about it. I don't tell her what to say or what to do. And I don't say do this and do that. I did tell her the other day, when you do a video, cut the TV down. And when you go do a fish fry, don't walk off from the camera and go outside. I said, you do know you're the star of your channel, don't you? But like, you know, I ain't like saying do this and do that, do this and do that, do this and do that. When we watch TV, y'all, I watch what she wants to watch. You know, if she say, I already done seen that one. I said, all right. She said, but we'll watch it if you ain't seen it. I said, nah, I ain't worried about it. Yeah, that Bentley's a good grandson, but I mean, they all of them are, you know. All my grandchildren, man, they just as good as they could be, boy. No change in my cowboy's health with doctors or therapy, so I have taken over control of his therapy. Danny, who sings that Satin Sheets? I think it's Tammy Wynette. But boy, Tammy likes that old stuff, you know. I mean, I don't really think she cares about rock music that much, you know. She'll tell you, yeah, I like that, you know. I don't think she cares about it. We go out there in the boat, you know. I got a CD player on that boat, and I record a bunch of gospel music and stuff. But you know, it wouldn't be like slow, boring gospel music. It would be, you know, upbeat gospel music. You know, Tammy Wynette sang "Satin Sheets." I guarantee you, son. I guarantee you, Tammy Wynette caught the devil with George Jones. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, she's glad when he left. But hey, it's been a while since we've been in that boat, y'all. I was sleeping the other day and woke up. See, that's when I do most of my thinking, when I'm sleeping. I remember listening to the 8-track tapes. Yeah, me too. I had an 8-track player. They sing all the old songs too, like Harper Bailey. Yeah, that's what she likes, Teresa. I woke up the other day and I told Tammy, I said, Tammy, I know what we need. She said, what's that? I said, we need us a gas grill. You know, something you cut the temperature down on and you ain't got to watch it. You know, you fix it where it won't catch on fire, you know. But I had this, it's a pretty good bit of years ago, but I bought this, especially the anchor hose, Alona. That man, I made a whole tape of him. Man, he's got some good songs now. I bought this old grill, y'all, and it had a burner on it like a stove. You know, like it had a burner. I mean, not a burner, but it had coals like a stove. And boy, you could cut that thing down and just put like a whole shoulder on there, a whole hog shoulder. And you could wrap it up in tinfoil and cook that thing 6 or 7 hours at real low heat. Then you take the tinfoil off of it and let it brown. And I burnt that grill up. You know, I mean, it just quit working. I didn't burn it up, it just quit working. Hell, I bought another one because I liked it so good. You know, you ain't got to like keep checking it and everything, you know. Now I bought another and it done the same thing. Eight track, anyone remember? Met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. That's when I fell for the leader of the pack. Hey, y'all, I remember when they had these 8-track recorders. But at first it was cassette, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it used to be cassette. You know, we done like lost our mind. Turned it, in there listening to music, mashed the button and put it on record and record music off the radio. And then I guess it turned the 8-track, but it come back to cassette again, didn't it? Nobody knows leader of the pack. I mean, I remember a song about leader of the pack. So, I mean, didn't they have cassette, y'all? And then 8-track, and then it turned back. Yeah, it turned back to cassette again. But yeah, boy, See, I always been kind of music, you know. And I wish I could play the guitar better than what I can. I mean, I always, y'all felt like I could create music and been good. You know, I've listened to these songs, and you probably don't listen to like what I listen to. You probably don't. You probably don't hear what I hear. 8-track with 4 cassette. Yeah, but hey, Myrtle, they used to have these 8-track recorders. I mean, these cassette recorders. Hell yeah, Myrtle. They used to have these cassette recorders a long time ago. My mama had one. She still got it, and still got a bunch of cassettes from where like we was in the 6th grade. Hey, yeah, we used to do that too, Dan. Hey, Mama put some kind of record player in our room. And my brother he would, he could make something play over and over. I didn't ever do that, but he did. And he'd go to sleep with it on like that. And there's one record he played so much, the record turned white dust on it. He played it so much. And I still remember the song too. She loves me like a rock. Y'all remember that? Rock me like a rock, oh baby, love me like a rock. Y'all remember that song? I don't know why he wore the record out a little over 45. I swear, boy. You say you remember it, Tina? Hey, boy, like that thing is like when it quit, it start again. Hey there, Las Vegas. I'm glad I made it here tonight. Yeah, I'm glad you did too, Dan. And hey, Mama used to listen to Merle Haggard, though. And y'all know I ain't really big country, a big country fan. But I like Merle Haggard. I love Merle Haggard. I mean, I listen to it a many a day, boy. Steelwood, the record drop, bar, release, lifted, made, the record repeat. Yeah. Yep, it sure would. I think you turn it like about halfway and it keep playing. And I'll tell you a record, like you grew up listening to Merle. When that Star Wars come out, y'all, I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't no real big Star Wars freak, a Star Wars freak. But if you listen to the album of Star Wars. Man, that's amazing. I drove my sister crazy playing ZZ Top over and over. Yeah, I still like ZZ Top a lot. Hey, I listen to that ZZ Top a many a day. That Bad Company too. Kiss. Hey, Danny, I don't mean to change the subject, but what kind of fish has Steven been cleaning on his videos? He has really made us hungry. Hey, Jeffrey, some people call them white perch, and some people call them crappie. I think up north they kind of mostly call them crappie, but that's what they've been catching. Yeah, I was about 16. You know, when the radio started, that's when the radios in cars started getting big. And you could go buy this amplifier. And if you knew what to buy, that joker sound good, boy. And Tammy went and bought me the highest price amplifier you could buy. And that thing was so loud, you couldn't even hardly drive. Hey, don't you worry about changing the subject, man. Don't worry about that, man. That's kind of what we all doing anyway, just in here chilling. And I'm just talking, I ain't particularly saying, something that I need to be thinking on. If I'm saying something I need to be, I won't look at chat, because it'll distract you real bad. I seen that man for ZZ Top. One of them left the world, I seen him before he left the world. I seen him playing. He was sitting down on an amplifier. They was doing a concert, but he was sitting down. Hey, I hear you. I remember the transistors too. Hey, that's right. Well, you're going to apologize now, Diane. I had a few beers, I'm sure. That's okay with you. Danny, where was you last night? Hey, I went live on Danny S. Hodges last night. Oh, I'll put you need to go subscribe to this channel. Let me see here. You need to go subscribe to this channel because I was on there last night about, a little over an hour. So that's where I'll be sometimes, Las Vegas. I know you always like to come in here and listen, but I was on there last night about an hour. And that thing got about 600 views. So we didn't have that many people live, but there's a lot of people went and watched it, Or, it might have been the people from that channel might have watched it. I don't know. I don't really know. You subbed to both my channels. All right, Kid Rock. If you see me put a video on this channel right here during the day, that means I'll be on Danny S. Hodges that night. And I didn't put a video on here today, so I'm live on here today. But I'll be going back and forth, because this channel right here is going to be getting more action. It ain't going to be just late night. No, I didn't eat all that food. That's the thing about Tammy Diana. She always puts a lot on my plate. And I used to eat a lot. Hey, it was good now. But I couldn't eat all that, man. Okay, that's good. Yeah, man, that was a lot. I didn't even want everybody thinking I was going to eat all that. I ate about half of it. Hey, thank you, Miss Alona. And I don't have no idea what Tammy's going to do next, I know she'll probably be doing her lives on here. But we just had to wait and see about that because I don't know if, I don't know if she'll do it or not. I don't say, hey, you got to do this. She didn't want. Yeah. Well, I'll be doing the lives, y'all. And I'll be putting some of Tammy's videos on her. She gets all the money anyway, y'all. She gets all the money anyway. But I ain't buying nothing, I just bought some stuff for YouTube, And, and stuff like that, But Tammy pretty much. No, Tammy didn't go live today. But I don't know. She'll probably be on here tomorrow on Southern Ideas live. But then, like I say, I don't know that, Well, I've been thinking about it for months, Las Vegas. I have been thinking about that for months. But I don't know if I want to do it, But I have been thinking about it a long time. But I ain't never decided that's what I want to do. Yeah, them is some nice cameras. I know what the weak part of the cameras is, It's got one zoom. So most time when you see it, it's on the regular zoom, the regular camera. And then there's a button you can mash to make it zoom up. But that's all it is, and that's what, the big professional people, they ain't gonna have that. But like And, they want something they can focus. Them people's kind of a little overboard, I think, anyway. You see them up there, got the stuff on which platform's more strict. I don't know. I thought you wasn't even supposed to cuss on TT, but I hear people doing it. I heard some people on Stevens doing it. I know you can't smoke a cigarette. They shut this video down one day because I was smoking a cigarette. And you ain't supposed to drink on neither channel. It might not never be paid it no attention, but they don't show drinking on TV, on commercials. I hear you. I used to like to get them, speaking of turkey, I used to like to get them boneless chicken breasts and put them in the oven and make sandwiches out of them. Dude, I don't really know nothing about double T. I really don't. I really don't know nothing about it. Sometimes I watch Steven on there. Hey, thank you, Lorna. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing about it. Here's the deal, y'all. All these videos I got. And I got more channels than you would ever believe. All these videos I got, I could take them and upload them to Double T. Don't even have to do it live. And be instantly in business. And I know how to do it. Yeah, you can't smoke on there. If they see you with a cigarette, they'll cut your video off. That's the dumbest thing ever, ain't it? But yeah, y'all, I got so many videos, son. And I got a bunch of original videos. They ain't copies from somebody else's channel where I seen them and I had the idea that I would. I'll do that same exact video. I got a bunch of original videos, and all I have to do is upload them. And in the same way I'm live here, I can also be live on Double T at the same time, if I wanted to. It's like I can go live on every channel I got and Facebook and Double T at the same time, with this program I got. But you have to pay for it. It ain't free, But yeah, I could probably triple my money. I probably could. But I just ain't never, decided that's what I want to do, I know that people steady search for me on Double T because I see it in the search results. People's hunting me. But yeah, I could do it all, y'all. But it really don't. I've done that before. Like went live on 2 channels. And like, see, I could go live here and on Tammy's channel at the same time. And I'm telling you, I've done it. Just for the heck of it. And there's part of the people on Tammy's channel wondering where everybody's at. And then there's part of the people on YouTube wondering where everybody's at. And, it splits the chat up. It splits the viewers, But I just done it a couple of times just checking this program out, I don't know about that, Pamela. There's bad ones on YouTube, too. Hey, thank you, Susan. And you know what? That's another name I like there, too, y'all. Susan. It really is. That's a name I like, Susan. Yeah, y'all, if I wanted to get into the money, I could do it. And I could have the videos that I got on YouTube. And I can have that same exact video on the Double T. They are not connected. As far as that, man, you can, I don't know what all these other platforms are. But like you could have the same video in 8 or 10 places. The same one video on 8 or 10 places. And I mean, I know about that, know how to do it and everything. I just ain't never cared that much, I'm not a money grubber. Trying to, hell yeah, let me get every little bitty penny I can get, I ain't one of them kind of people. And Tammy sure ain't. Tammy could care less, about saving $1. I mean, don't get me wrong, she won't sit here and throw no money away and all that, but money's not in her eyes. And money's not in mine. But I tell you what it is in my eyes. That's being successful. I'm not somebody that will do stuff and be a failure. I'll go all in. And then if I get ready to make more money later, I might do that. If I do, I'll let y'all know. But I just, and might not never do it, I might not never do it. But I know how. I went over there and looked at it, I went over there and looked at it, how to upload and all that, how to go live and everything. Steven ain't told me nothing. He ain't studying me being on double T, I don't think. But on the double T, I tell y'all this. All somebody's got to do is watch 3 seconds. If they watch 3 seconds, you made money. Yeah, thank you. Hold on. But y'all, I mean, I'm just kind of somebody that's real determined, if I do something, I will go all in. And I'm satisfied with the YouTube thing, If I get over here and get to starving, you might see me go over there then. Hey there, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, it is. I got on here a little bit earlier than that, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, do you think the people's different on the double T than they are on YouTube? I had the most honest hey, thank you, Susan. Yes, 100%. Hey there, White Dirt. Y'all, I had a stepdaddy one time that lied bad, And I used to would tell Phil, when I was young, I used to would tell Phil every now and then. But when I got, when I lived with him, it changed me. And then I learned, that if you catch somebody lying, then you can't believe nothing they say after you. You don't want to be a liar, y'all. That's something you don't want to be. I always try to tell it straight in the best of my ability. That's sometimes like you'll hear me, pausing a lot. I'm thinking that hard, I'm remembering that hard. Yeah, I ain't got none of that stuff, Mary. Facebook pays too, I got videos over there, y'all, that's just out in the world. You might even not see them on my page. But I mean, they just getting views like you wouldn't believe. But if you were to go to my page, you wouldn't see it. But they pay money too. I changed my credit card one time, and I didn't never link it back up to Facebook. You can't just go in there and decide you want to be a public figure on Facebook. But if you're putting videos on there and you're doing good, they'll offer it to you. You don't say, "Hey, I want to be a public figure." They have to offer it to you, and they offered it to me Then a little while later, they offered it to Stephen. We've putting videos on there. Not YouTube videos. not YouTube. They might be a YouTube video, but it wouldn't go through YouTube. It would just stay right there on Facebook, you know. And I can tell you this, y'all. It's tough. Start. But Facebook is what put my videos on the map. When I started, yeah, I ain't scared of double T, but I don't like that vertical picture and all that stuff, I just, I don't know, it might be the same thing. All right, what's your question, Mary? So y'all, I making them videos a long time ago, and I still put Steven on me phone. I still put Steven on my phone and y'all on YouTube. Oh, okay, I got you now. Watching two platforms at one time. Yeah, or, the TV and the phone. There's a good bit of people do that. When I watch your videos after the live is over, the chat is not there. It is too, Mary. It won't always be there. But you have to know how to do it. And I don't know how to tell you to do it on telephone. Now on the TV, there won't be no replay on the TV. Chat replay. But on your phone there is. And here's what a lot of you don't know though. Because you gotta be a YouTuber to know it. If they processing your video, there won't be no chat until it gets through processing. There won't be no ads neither. But most of the time, my videos process pretty quick. In 8 minutes or something like that. But they don't always, If they think you're saying something that advertisers don't like, they hold that joker up. Or if you are new, they'll hold that joker up. But soon they can process your video in just a few minutes if they want to. In just a few minutes, because they usually do mine. And they usually do Tammy's. Checks next day, Denny's are pretty quick. Steven's slower. Yeah, live chat can take 24 hours. So say if they don't process that video, you ain't really doing that good. If they processing that video till the next day at dinner. I used to get chat after live, never do anymore. I watch on a tab. I don't know about that, Melissa. I really don't. But say sometimes I'll do a live and download it and take something out of it and then re-upload it. And if you do that, there won't be no chat. If you take something out of that live, there won't be no chat. And you also can go on YouTube. YouTube's got an editor, and you can take something out. Like the other night, somebody said something in the live, And I took that out. Something they said on chat. And I took that out. And so I downloaded it, run it through the program, the editor, and then re-uploaded it. But I can do it pretty quick. Yeah, and I think a lot of people do. I really do think a lot of people do. Yeah, the lives wouldn't be that great without cheddar. But see that, like if you knew and you get on there and do a live, man, they'll get you, boy. They'll get you. But I mean, they will make you earn. They will make you earn doing good on YouTube. Or whatever you want them to call it. It ain't really something easy, y'all. People have you thinking it's easy, but if there's only 3 million people that make money on YouTube, it's tough. I mean, I really would have figured it'd be like 30 or 40 million people, but only 3 million people in the world. And most people give up, and I don't blame them. I can't say I blame them. And man, there's so much to know. Because I got a guy that's want me to help him. And man, he don't realize how much there is you gotta know. And then I'm not gonna do it for him. I got my hands full. That 24-minute video Tammy done cooking was 1 hour long. For the love of God, I wish you were your neighbor. I am nobody's bows thee. Time to start a channel, you say. All right, hold on, let me read that again. For the love of God, I wish you were a neighbor. I am a nobody bows to. Time to start a channel, you say. I can't exactly understand. I know about half of what you say. You might want to rewrite that. Yeah, I could bring you over here and show you. But it's like hard for me to tell you. I could show you a certain amount. And then once you learn a certain amount, I could just talk to you then. But, you got to get them basics, That don't even sound right, does it, Pamela? Oh, I see. Well, they say it's they say right now is the best time to do a channel. But I mean, you still, boy, you got to know a certain amount, You would never be seen Tammy, Stephen. A lot of these people, you'll notice that they have families. The cousins on there, the brothers on there, the sisters on there, the wives on there, the sons on there. That's 'cause they know somebody in that group knew something. I'm the one in my group that knowed, that learned everything. But it's if people don't know you, well, maybe you could do it there, Diana. Hey, I mean, you can do it. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to do it. I feel like in order to make it, you have to be doing something different and unique. Probably so, Elizabeth. And so, when I first got on here, Elizabeth, I made antenna and got on here, and hell, there's other people making antennas. But I decided to put it on YouTube, and I got on there and looking, and I seen that, like, you could watch somebody's video, and they didn't know how to explain. They didn't know how to explain nothing to you. They might have knew what they were saying in their head, but a lot of people is not very good at explaining. I found that out on YouTube, And then you got some people, like the man I was talking about a while ago, they don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you. Well, they got a channel, but I don't know nothing about them, I really don't, but I know they got a channel. They don't put videos on it. They did for a while, and I mean, I really don't know. You don't need the money. I'll tell you about me and Mama, y'all, and Stephen too. We wasn't thinking about the money. We didn't really know about the money, I mean, we thought it was like, here's your $2, That's what we thought. Because we didn't know nothing. And I mean, I didn't know nothing, when I started. But I knew how to do stuff. But, we think like, here's your $2. But like we didn't really know about building up people. But hey, I remember me and Grandma had the same amount of subscribers. uh. So Las Vegas's phone died, y'all, right in the middle when she was listening. Right in, hey, they say, y'all, there's a commercial on all the good parts when I'm talking. I mean, I reckon it might be like wanting to be in a beauty contest or something. You don't really get nothing. You don't really get nothing. But like you want to do good. And that's the way we all was. That's the way we all was when we started. I told Mama, you put I told Mom, I said, you can put ads on that thing. She says, I don't want no ads. We wasn't making nothing. You had to make $100 before they ever even pay you. And so one day she decided, she said, yeah, I want to make some money. And I, fixed it up for her. And she seen one of them mid-roll ads come on us. No, I don't want it. Take it off. Oh, I said, okay. So I took it off. Then she decided later she wanted it back on there. YouTube's free, y'all. And the commercials is how they pay the bills. That's how they pay the bills. If it wasn't for commercials, you wouldn't be on here right now. So you can't complain too much. And then a lot of people, once they get to making a certain amount of money, they'll quit their job. And if you wasn't making no money, who's going to quit their job? And here's like the best thing I could tell you about it. You do it like it's a job. That's if you want to make money. If you want to just get on here and have fun, do that. If you want to make money, you do it like a job. And you put time in it. So that's what monetize is. If you're monetized, you earn money. After a while, hey, if you monetize, you earning money. Where? When you get monetized, you are earning money. It might be a little bit, it might be a lot, And some people, like most people quit. And, some people just are doing good stuff on there. But yeah, hey, me and Grandma, especially me and Grandma, we was just getting pleasure out of being in the beauty contest. We wasn't worried about money. And what's bad, is yeah, hey, that's okay. That's okay, Dan, as long as you got the viewers. But what's bad, y'all, is when you make a video and you pour your heart into it and 10 people watch it. That's what's bad. What did Elizabeth say? And I guarantee you, me and Grandma has been there, y'all. But we was enjoying doing it. I mean, oh, I really think you have to enjoy it. Enjoy YouTube, making the videos first. And then the money comes later. But you have to enjoy what you're doing first. You don't hardly get something out of nothing. And, I'm just saying that you do it like you're doing a job. You don't go work an hour at your job and then come home. You work and you try and you go to the extra trouble. Ain't no guarantees. But I was saying a while ago, a lot of people, they have families that each one of them's got a YouTube channel. And see, they helped one another get to where they are. If Grandma starts saying that, nobody but Gigi and Charlotte love her, and how the rest of her family has turned her happy place. Hey, Grandma's all right. Grandma's all right now. Me and Grandma's all right now. Grandma doesn't say that. Yeah, I mean, I ain't heard her say it in a long time. But it's so like when I started roofing, y'all, I would go out and hunt a roof to do. I'd ride around to where they was doing new houses, and I would ask them, if they wanted me to give them a price on it. And, say I would get that job and then I didn't go home and sit and wait. I was an unknown. I would go hunt another job. I worked. I worked at it. And that's kind of what you have to do here. I seen a guy that, hey, thank you, Kid Rock. I seen a guy that I kind of felt sorry for him. Might have been the best video he ever done. But he was showing how much trouble he went to making this video, and he did do a good job on it. He really did do a good job with a lot of animation and stuff. And he said, but nobody cared about it. Yeah, that's right, Mary Hill. But I ain't never seen that guy again. But you can't go out there and do one video and then poke your lips out. YouTube ain't treating me right. You got as good a chance as anybody. And if you don't want to work, you'll be able to tell it. If you're bound and determined, you might make it. And I'm a bound and determined person. It don't matter what I'm doing. I won't let nothing whip me. I'm a bound and determined person. And I really wasn't even bound and determined at first. Me and Grandma was just having fun. Hey, I got 100 views. You did? I got 100 too. Yeah. Hey, who's that? I forgot the name, but tell her she needs to straighten up. I don't want no more dividing. That stuff's over. It's history. Don't want no dividers in here. They can't wait. Yeah, I'm past all that stuff, y'all. And she still loves to do it, She still loves that YouTube. She'll say, I have to put all this stuff out there. I have to do this and I have to do that. And she loves it, y'all. Probably don't know what in the world she'd do. She's been doing this for so long, probably wouldn't even know what to do without doing YouTube. Me too, Tina. I feel the same way, Tina. She'll get in a tizzy. I said, why you get nervous? But I mean, she does, you know. But she will figure it out, yep. Danny, you and Tammy are just having fun, and then y'all do this for us because you know how much we love it and enjoy it. Do you know for more than money? That's right. You know, she's right, y'all. Uh, a lot of times I get on here for y'all. A lot of times. And sometimes I just don't really have nothing to say. But I know y'all like to get on here and talk to your friends, get up, go to the bathroom, and come back. I'm still talking, and I understand all that, you know. Hold on, like, you know, you answer the phone, and yeah, a lot of times, y'all, I do get on here, you know. The only time I don't like to get on here is when I'm aggravated. Yes, love to listen to you, Danny. Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah, a lot of times I do get on here, y'all. I get on here for y'all. I sure do. That's true. And Grandma's projects and stuff she's done, they'll live on forever, y'all. You will always be able to go to Helen White and look her channel up, you know. Forever. What YouTube does, y'all, is they got a bunch of places that stores these videos. I don't know exactly what it is, but they store these videos. So I'll say it like tower, and I believe it might be a tower. You do your video and one tower will get that video, and then they'll spread that video to another tower, and another tower, and another tower, all around. And they will have multiple copies of your video. YouTube is forever, y'all. If one tower goes down, it don't matter. They'll spread it around, that they'll have all your stuff. Kind of like, okay, Susan, we don't want to be talking about that dividing stuff. I mean, the people don't like it, and we done with that, you know. Kind of like me, y'all, you know, I got external hard drive. And I bought two identical hard drives. And I took everything that's on one hard drive and put it on the other. So I had two. In case something happens to one of them, I got two. Yeah. Hey, I say to this day, I read that, Mary. I say to this day, you know, Stephen and Grandma, they had a life like nobody I've ever seen, you know. You know, I mean, they was real entertaining, you know. You know, a bunch of women made that go bad, you know, caused it to go bad. It's it's not unusual, y'all, for a woman to want to go with you, and if you don't go with her, she'll get mad with you. 'Cause I've had it happen to me a lot. You know, I mean, you know, go look on Facebook and they done defriended you. I said, damn, I mean, it wasn't all that, you know. But you know, some women don't take that too good, you know. I'm telling you. They get on grandmas, you know. Yep. Hey, I was always married my whole life, Kid Rock. But I mean, they are. And I mean, they'll block you too, you know. And I don't tease women. Oh my, oh man. Every freaking woman is in love with Steven, I think. They think he's talking to them personally. Yeah, I know I heard some say that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't tease women. But I mean, they'll get mad now. You know, I think a man's a little bit different. He just go on, you know. He just go on with women to get mad. You know, quite a few I've seen, you know. I ain't trying to sit here and say every woman's like that, 'cause, you know, I know they ain't. But I guess, you know, I mean, Steven's single and everything, you know. I guess it just comes with the territory, you know. He's doing good on the double T, you know. It surprised me, you know. Michelle, you just now coming in? They block you, delete you, lock the door, pull the blinds. Uh-uh. I can't do that, y'all. I'm too good at teasing. I'm too good at it. You know, I ain't talking about on YouTube. I'm talking about in real life. I had to be kind of up straight, you know. You know, overlooked a lot, you know. Else some of them I wouldn't even know, you know. I mean, wouldn't even know their name. Woman said, "You want to be with me?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'm married." She said, "So?" You know, she asked me something similar to that. And it happened a lot, too. Don't happen too much no more, y'all. But I'm at home, you know, almost all the time. No, you know, I pretty much always hung around with Tammy or Diana. Tammy went with me about everywhere I went. You know, when I'm talking about this happened, it'd be like when I was roofing somebody's house. You know, stuff like that. You know, one time I was out there buying Tammy a Christmas present, and I was trying to pick her out a ring. So I'm in bad places or nothing, you know. 'Cause I mean, I ain't never been too much about clubs and stuff. I ain't never cared. I mean, I never did care about clubs. I mean, I had a buddy that loved to go and all that. And sometimes we'd go with them. And I mean, I didn't care about it. And my buddies, they the same way. They still don't care. But that one particular one, he still loves that. You know, he's a bouncer. That's how good he loved it. He's a bouncer, so he's there every night they was open. But I ain't never cared about that dancing and all that stuff, you know. Never cared about it. Good times still happening, yeah. Yeah, hey y'all, I'm pretty common. I'm pretty common and yeah, pretty common. I I seen him the other day. I don't think he was talking about he was busy and you know, like doing stuff and hey drummer man, Danny, I've been absent without leave, but I'm here now. Hey drummer man, go make sure you subscribe to Danny S. Hodges. 'Cause I'll be on there soon. Yeah, Tammy, like she got me to quit. And it's probably about the time I started YouTube. Yeah, I mean, she didn't want me to work. She said, just stay home. That tells you right there about Tammy. That tells you right there she's not no money grubber. 'Cause I was making money when I quit. I promise you, I was making money when the last job I done. But I'm usually always doing something, y'all. I'm usually always doing something. And I never know what it's going to be that I'm doing. And, I started out going to go start fishing. But the weather kind of put a damper on that, put a hold on it. And then, like, as far as going out in the camper, y'all, I mean, I could go by myself. But, like, we have so much stuff to do. And that you wouldn't hardly believe it. For two people that don't work. But I assure you, I do a pretty good bit, like, that you don't see. But, I said, damn, let's go down there. Get the camper and go down there. She says, nah, I don't feel like it. We'll go tomorrow. Then, it didn't like be raining. Or she's got, something going on, and something. Or and it's been a hell of a rough winter too. Yeah, I like to have Tammy with me, but I would go by myself, and I've done it. But I like to have Tammy with me, and she always has been with me. 95% of the time she's with me. I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about my whole life. If you see me in the river, Tammy be in there. Now you go down there and you see a bunch of men riding together and stuff. And you don't really see a whole bunch of women. But I would always have Tammy with me. I told y'all this before. I realize I've told y'all this before. Hey, thank you, Susan. I try to be good to Tammy. I do try to be good to her because she's so good to me. But I asked my daddy one day, I said, why come you don't never see no women with these men in the river? You'll see 2 men or 3 men, riding in one boat. And he said, the wife don't want to go. I said, what? He said, yeah. They don't want to go. And I ain't never, I knew that, that like, I knew how it was. But I didn't know why Tammy's always with me, Always. But, I think my daddy was right. Like they glad the husband gone fishing where they can do what they want to do. Most women don't like to fish unless they're country girls. Hey, Tammy loves to fish better than me. Hey, look at here, boy. If you in that boat and you pull up somewhere, she'll walk over there and get that spinner. And I mean, she ain't doing it just 'cause it's on camera neither. I mean, 'cause we ain't always on camera, you know. Hey, she threw that there and I knew she was gonna get hung. You ain't blocked. I seen her throw out there and I know she was gonna get hung. She was hung a few minutes. That big old pontoon boat's hard to maneuver and everything, and I had to go get her unhung, buddy, where she could throw her spinner. Hey, I'm telling you. And then took her about 10 minutes to get unmad with me for not going over there and getting her unhung sooner. My buddy don't think she won't fish now. I love to camp and love to watch everybody else. That's me too, Mary. Just give me a cup of coffee and a chair by the bank and I will. Yeah, that's me too. I don't really like to go when there ain't nobody there. I really don't. But a lot of people, they don't want nobody else around, but I kind of like for a few people to be there. Yeah, I hear you there, Pamela. But you'll see me and Tammy going. I mean, just things, the weather, the circumstances, just hadn't been right. We went up there that one day. When we went up there fishing that one day, hey y'all, there's water. This is how bad it was. I was driving along there about 10 miles an hour, and the boat splashes. It's blowing water up on us. And I mean, it was cold. Oh yeah, we got lights and everything. And then yeah. Hey, listen, we got lights and everything, and then I know to kind of stay close to the bank too, at night. I don't get out there in the middle of the lake at night. I get pretty close to the bank. And when we leave, I ride pretty close to the bank, but we got lights and all that. But I mean, there's boats, y'all, that they running 60 miles an hour and they not even looking at where they going. And I'm telling you, they're not looking at what they're going. They're looking at their electronics and driving by, what you call it? I mean, they ain't even looking. And I mean, that's dangerous too. They can be a boat out there stranded. And it does happen. Danny, have you ever seen hey, I don't know what that is you're saying. I can bait a hook, but don't like to. Taking a fish off. Hey, Tammy, hey, son, she'll get out there and go with it now. She'll do it all. You don't have to bait her hook, and you don't have to take her fish off. I'm not worried about no bad guys. Hey, son, I'm as rough as they come. If somebody's messing with me, I'm as rough as they come. 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 I'm as rough as they come That's the way Tammy is, family. Hey, Tammy's got her own tackle box, her own needle nose pliers, and look, that's one of them things where she's got her own tools. She's got her own stuff, buddy. Look. And I don't tell her to get it. She just decides she wants it. She's got, I said, hey, Tammy, go in there and get your set of screwdrivers. Because she got every kind of screwdriver you can think of, you know. you ain't got to worry about going and hunting a certain screwdriver. You can just get hers. And it's got everything in there that you need, you know. Hey, we'll be going, y'all. It's just we got tripped up with the weather. You can't have a good time when it's cold. You can't go when it's raining. You don't want to go and be in no wet mess. And then, you know, I mean, I'm still looking at that word. Yeah, I mean, the circumstances it just ain't been right, you know. You'll see us going down the White Oaks, and it ain't real far away now. That river's done come up down there. You'll see us going down there and stuff. You know, if you on this channel right here, you will see us going. And I'll be filming it. You know, we'd be doing lives. We'd be doing lives, but out there on the lake and in the river. Now I ain't never seen that. But like, you know what I mean? So see, you wouldn't see it, you know. If I didn't have these 3 cameras, you wouldn't see it. Now, I do got another camera. But you would never see us out there fishing. You know, we'll be cooking fish on the boat. We'll be catching fish and putting out hooks, you know, catching them big catfish and stuff. You'll see us cooking down there at White Oaks. I've got a key to it, but like, he's gonna be out of work a while. So he'll probably be with us, y'all, when we go. But, you know, it don't matter if he can't go. I got a key to it, you know. And he don't care, y'all. He don't care how much you go down there. He don't care if you turn all the lights on and hold the front door open while the air conditioner's on. He don't care. He don't care if you eat all the food that's in the refrigerator and don't put none back. He ain't somebody that he ain't like somebody that worries about if he spends $100 more than you. He don't care. Yeah, you do, Pamela. I mean, hey, Pamela, I'll pay for the bait. If your daughter don't want to give me no bait to put on YouTube, I'll, wait a minute, what's that about the umbrella? Uh, you know, that's something I gotta buy. You know, we got a top on the boat, but it ain't big enough, y'all. I got to buy an umbrella for the front of the boat. You know, a big umbrella like people have outside, you know. And that's something I got to buy. But boy, I spent so much money, boy. Tim said, you better not spend no more. Yeah, I fished with a grub worm. They get good bait too. But yeah, son, we'll be going down there. And I noticed the last time we was down there, man, they had this real nice place, you know, that you could stop and eat there. Real nice, you know. Like somewhere good to film, you know. Yeah, you know, like it'll wind up getting hot, you know. And it, you know, once it starts getting hot, once this winter right here's out of the way, it'll start getting hot. And well, we need that extra umbrella. And I'll be getting one. As a matter of fact, I'm about to forget about it, you know. But I went and looked at them and might just let Tammy pick one up, you know, uptown, you know. But one thing about the river, y'all, if it is hot, as long as you moving in that boat, you can make it pretty good. As long as you in the shade and that boat's moving, it's actually pretty nice. And I got music I can play without getting copyright. And I mean, I went and fixed it up, you know. And I went out one time, you know, with that copyright, you know, non-copyright music. But we ain't been back, you know. Except went to Lake Sinclair. And that William, y'all was riding up through the lake, me and Tammy and Stephen. That's when she told me not to talk to her for 5 minutes. But I was trying to drive that boat, and I was trying to see what Stephen was doing. The wind was blowing. And the lake was real wide where we was at. And I kind of kept the boat straight. But while I was keeping the boat straight, it was still blowing sideways. And it blowed us all the way on the other bank. And we had our stuff ready and everything. But it blowed us all the way. And Tammy didn't understand. Tammy didn't understand what a hard time I was having trying to keep that boat straight. I was in Pontoon's boat. They blow around bad. It blowed us all the way on the other bank. Because I couldn't crank up because the spinning rods was hung. And they was hung together under the boat. A spinning rod on this side of the boat was hung with a spinning rod on the other side of the boat. If I'd have cranked up, I probably would have got the line in my propeller. I mean, we just had to sit there and try to get the lines loose. And it blowed us all the way over on the bank. But we was pretty close by there. But, hey, boy, y'all see us going now. You hang right here on this Southern Ideas, and you will see us going. We just ain't. And hell, man, I'm about to sorry away, you know. Sitting around here and stuff and watching TV and editing videos. I mean, that ain't like moving around, you know. And I need to be moving around. I had got where I was doing pretty good, you know, moving around and stuff, and then that real cold weather come in here and, you know, put us in the house. You know, I mean, y'all remember me and Tammy went up there and got gas, propane put in the camper and everything? And then, like, matter of fact, we was down there and something froze on the camper. And it broke the line. But I've had that fixed a long time. I fixed it up. I fixed it a week later. I ordered the part and fixed it. But I love some fishing, crabbing, ice fishing. Hey, Michelle, I hear you, girl. But I can't handle the cold anymore. Hey, you know what? The truth is I like it cool, but I don't like it cold. And you'll see Stephen, he don't slow down much. Danny, what do you mean we will grow? I guess I'm talking about the channel. I guess that's what I was talking about. I don't know, you know. Oh, not grow, Las Vegas. We gonna be going. We're gonna be going. If you're right here on this channel, you will see us going fishing. And you'll be seeing us doing lives. And you'll be seeing us putting out lines on that Omaha River. You'll see us at Lake Sinclair. You'll see us cooking on the boat. And then a lot of stuff. Hey, good night there, Mary Hill. So, y'all, I mean, you know, I ain't messing around. I ain't messing around, y'all. I'm like getting pumped up, you know. Like, you know, I mean, there for a little while, you know, I like to go a week or, you know, 10 days and like wouldn't even do a video on this channel. But like, I'm started now. And we're going to be doing it, y'all. All you got to do is be right here on Southern Ideas. There'll be some on Tammy's too. But a lot of it will be on this channel. Y'all, it's about 12 o'clock here. Hey, we had a good time, y'all. And man, we'll do it again. Remember to go subscribe to Danny S. Because if everything goes like I think it's going to go, that's where I'll be at tomorrow night. Danny S. HODGES. Because I think Tammy's going to put a video on this channel right here tomorrow. I ain't 100% sure, but I think so. And I want to tell y'all I enjoyed y'all being in here. Will you still chat with us while you fish? Hey, if it's where we can, we will. If it's where we can, we will. A lot of them places, like that Omaha River, you can't go live down there except at Rich's Camp House. Because they just ain't there ain't enough internet service to do a live down there. But you need to worry, we'll be doing all kind of stuff, you know. I'm telling you, we'll be doing it. And, you know, anything's going to go on this channel right here. Anything's going to go. I would be like Danny. You'll get in a bite. Yeah. And I'll tell y'all something else, you know. It's nice having Tammy at home. And her not being run down, you know. It's nice having her here. It really is. I'm glad she quit. But just the circumstances ain't been right, y'all. Then this week, you know, I mean, me and Tammy ain't felt good in a week. I mean, y'all know how that stuff is. And boy, it used to wouldn't have stopped me now. They would have nothing ever stopped me. Okay, Las Vegas, Mom. You know, like when you go in that camper, y'all. Look at here, man, it's just like being at home. You got your TV and everything there, you know. And then I take the Fire Stick with me. And everything I got on the Fire Stick at home, I put it on my TV in the camper. And I got the internet in the camper. And it just ain't been fitting to go, you know. So listen here, y'all. I can tell everybody's getting edgy, getting ready to get out. We had a good laugh. Hey, y'all, remember Danny S. Hodges? I want to thank y'all for everything. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right? Bye, 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 bye.